येनाक्षरसमां नयम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। येन दौता गिरः पुंसां विमरैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। अज्ञानान्तस्य लोकस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकयां चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। Okay, in yesterday class, we discussed these five sutras of Prakriti Bhava Prakaranam. So, the Prakriti Bhava Prakaranam, as we know, starts from this sutra 115, Prakrutyanta Padam Avyapare. It goes till E Chakra Varmanasya 130. We studied the sutras from Prutapragruhya Achinityam till E Chakravarmanasya from 1 to 5 till 130. 6 sutras we have studied so far. In this class, we are going to study all these remaining 10 sutras. Because these sutras from Prakrutyanta Padam Avyapare till Avapatasicha, these are all applicable only in the context of Chandas. So I don't go into details of the sutras. I'll just explain each sutra in a single slide. The rest three Sarvatra Vibhashagoho Avang Spotayanasya Indrecha. These are applicable even in the context of Laukika Samskritam. There we shall study a bit in detail. So this is the first sutra, Prakrutya Antahpadam Avyapare. Prakrutya Antahpadam Avyapare. Prakrutya means Prakrutivat. Prakrutivat means as that of the original nature. Antahpadam. Antahpadam means in the middle of the pada. It means in the middle of the foot of a verse. There will be verses, shlokas in the chandas. This refers to the verses of the chandas. Avyapare. Avyapare means vyapare. Vyapare means vakara or yakara. Pare. If vakara or yakara are present after that, avyapare means that vakara and yakara should not be present after that. That is the meaning of avyapare. Ati comes as anurti from yenga padanta dati, and same yeng comes as anurti from that sutra only. Anvayaha antah padam yeng, the yeng letter A or O, which is present in the middle of the foot of a verse, whenever it is followed by ati rasvakara, which is not followed by vakara or yakara, then there will be prakruti bhava. Prakrutya. Example, this is the example. Te agne. Here, this ekara of te is followed by akara, which is not followed by yakara or vakara. In this case, here we have Prakruti Bhava, and it is present in the middle of the foot of the verse, so there will be Prakruti Bhava. This is one the counter example. Kayamati kuta hetasa heterchanti. Here ete plus archanti. That ete and this last word archanti is at the end of the foot. So antahpadam, the counter example for antahpadam, it is not antahpadam, it is not in the middle. So there will not be application of this sutra. There will not be Prakriti Bhava. So there will be application of Hinga Padanta Dachi, by which there will be Purva Rupa Sandhi. A plus A becomes A. Ete plus Archanti, Ete Archanti. And for Avyapare, Te Avadan. Here, Te is ends with an eng letter and it is followed by Rasvakara. Even though I am not I have not given the subsequent words. Consider this is not at the end of the foot of your verse. Consider it is in the middle only. Still, this sutra is not applicable because this akara te plus avadan, that akara is followed by vakara, which is mentioned in this sutra avyapare. That akara should not be followed by vakara or yakara, but here that akara is followed by vakara, so this sutra is not applicable, so there will not be prakruti bhava. So again by yenga padanta dati, it becomes te vadan. Te avadan is equal to te vadan. So the meaning of the sutra is, in the context of Vedas, whenever yang letter which is present in the middle of a verse, then if it is followed by akara which is not followed by vakara or yakara, then there will be prakruti bhava between those saying letter and rasva akara. Next sutra, avyad avadyad avakramur avrata ayam avantu avasishu cha. A very easy sutra only. Avyad avyat avadyat avakramuhu avrata ayam avantu avasishu cha. It means whenever those saying letters are followed by these words avyad, avadyat, or avakramu, or avrata, or ayam, or avantu, or avasishu, then also there will be prakruti bhava. Consider this example. Agni pratamo vasubir no avyat. Here that no, that o is followed by akara, but it is followed, that akara is followed by vakara, which was not decided by the previous sutra. Prakruti anta padam avyapare. By that sutra, there should not be vakara or yakara. Here in this word avyad, that vakara is there after this rasva akara. Still this sutra, still we need prakruti bhava. So only for that only this sutra is constructed. For cases where even though whenever that akara is followed by vakara or yakara, still we need prakruti bhava in some cases. For that cases we have this sutra. So whenever yang letter a or o are followed by these words avyat or avadyat or avakramuhu or avrata ayam avantu avasyisho, then there will be prakruti bhavaha. Mitramaho avadyat, this avadyat in the sutra. Ma shivaso avakramuhu. Here also vakara is there after akara. Teno avrataha, here also vakara is there. Ayam, here yakara is there. Avantu, here vakara is there. In all these cases, this is to give prakruti bhava for some cases where even though there is akara which is followed by vakara or yakara, still we want or still we see prakruti bhava in Veda, in the context of chandas. To justify those forms, we have this sutra avyad avadyat avakramuhu avrata ayam avantu avasisho. These 7 words, whenever yang letters are followed by these 7 words, then there will be prakruti bhavaha. Yajushuraha, yajushi uraha. Yajushi means in the context of Yajurveda. Yang prakrutya ati. Yajushi uraha yang comes as anuruti. Ati prakrutya. So the uras is a sakaranta word. Whenever we have okara yang anta form of uras, then if it is followed by rasvakara, then there will be prakruti bhavaha in the context of Yajurveda, not in the context of other Vedas. Only in Yajurveda, the shlokas of Yajurveda, we have this prakruti bhava by this sutra. So uras becomes uro in some cases. Uro plus antariksham. Here uro is the form of uras and antariksham. This a is the the Anurtya Pati is there. So this is Rasvakara. This young letter of Uras in Yajurveda. So Uro plus Antariksham becomes Uro Antariksham only. There will not be any Sandhi. There will be Prakriti Bhavaha. Here we can't apply the previous sutras because the O is there. Prakriti by Prakriti Antah Padam Avyapare. That should be present in the middle of the verse. But in the context of Yajurveda, there will not be some the prasakti of verses. So there is no prasakti of Antahpadam in Yajurveda. So it can be present anywhere. So whenever young letter of Uras is followed by Rasvakara, there will be Prakriti Bhavaha. The next sutra, Apo Jushano Rushno Varshishte Ambe Ambale Ambike Purve. Again, Yajushi it comes as Anurti. So Ati Prakrutya. Apo Jushano Rushno Varshishte Ambe Ambale Ambike Purve. All these are young Anta words. Whenever these are followed by Rasvakara, then there will be Prakriti Bhava. Apo Asman. In the context of Yajushi. O followed by A, Jushano O followed by A, Rushno O followed by A. In all these cases, there will be Prakriti Bhavaha. Varshishte Adinake, Ambe Ambale, Ambale Ambike. In all these cases, there will be Prakriti Bhava. Anga Ityadau Cha. Again, in the context of Yajushi, whenever Anga is followed by Anga again, then there will be Prakriti Bhavaha. Anudatte cha kudapare. Anudatte cha kudapare. Whenever young letter are followed by Anudatta Akara, that Ati comes as Anurti. This Anudatte qualifies that Ati. So that that Akara Rasvakara should be Anudatta Rasvakara. It should not be Udatta Rasvarita. And Kudapare. Ku Athava Dapare. Ku refers to Kavargiya Vyanjana. Ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. Or Dha. Mahaprana Dha. If these 6 letters are present after that Anudatta Rasvakara, then there will be Prakriti Bhava. I am so Agnihi. Here I is Anudatta and it is followed by Gakara. Agnihi. That Gakara is a cool letter. Kavargiya Vyanjana. So this should be Anudatta and it should be followed by Kavargiya Vyanjana. Then this there will be Prakriti Bhava between this young letter and this Rasvakara. Similarly, I am so Adhvaraha. Here that Anudatta Akara is followed by Dhakara, which is mentioned in this sutra. Otherwise, there will not be Prakriti Bhavaha. Avapatasi cha. Avapatasi Saptami Ekavachana cha. Yajushi Yeng Yengaha Anudat. It should be Yengaha. Yajushi Yengaha Anudatte Avapatasi Ati Prakrutya. Whenever these Yeng letters are followed by Anudatte comes as Anurti. Anudatta Akara of Avapataha. The word Avapata. It doesn't mean that this Akara is always Anudatta. Whenever this Akara of this word Avapata is Anudatta and it is preceded by Yang letter, then there will be Prakriti Bhava between this Yang letter and this Rasvakara of this word Avapata. Okay, those were the some sutras which were related to Chandas. So for the beginners, they may not be so helpful or may not be required much. So just I explained very briefly. If you are interested, you can go to the website and study there also. Sarvatra vibhasha goho. Sarvatra, the word Sarvatra refers to the previous sutras were applicable in the context of Vedas. So here the word Sarvatra is mentioned so that all this sutra is applicable in all the cases, whether it is in Chandas or Laukika Samskrita, everywhere it is applicable. So Sarvatra Vibhasha. Vibhasha means optionally. Goho, it is Shashti Ekavachana. So the word go, that there will be Anurti of Yeng. So that Goho Yeng. I have not mentioned Yeng here. The Anurti of Yeng will be there. So Yeng letter, that is O of the word go, and Ati comes as Anurti, and Prakrutya and Padantat, all this comes from the previous sutra. So Sarvatra Padantad Goho Yengaha Ati Vibhasha Prakrutya. It means Goho, that means that of go, the word go, Ati, whenever it is followed by Rasvakara, there will be Prakrutya, Prakruti Bhava. So there will not be any change. And it is Vibhasha. Vibhasha means it is optionally. Optionally means if you don't do if we don't have Prakruti Bhava, then there will be Purva Rupa Sandhi by Yengah Padanta Dati. So go plus R becomes go. So go plus, for example, consider this case of Goho Agram Samasa. Goho Agram. Goho is in Shashti, Agram is in Pratama Ekavachanam, Napumsakalinga. So we have written splitting the Supratyaya and Pratipadika. So whenever we do Samasa between two Subantam, there will be deletion of the Supratyayas. So Gnas and Pratyaya will be deleted. Now we have Go plus Agra. Here by this sutra, there will be optional Prakruti Bhavaha. So if there is Prakruti Bhava, it becomes Go Agra. If there is no Prakruti Bhava, it becomes Go Gra. So Goho Agram, it becomes Go Agram Athava Go Gram. We have these two forms by this sutra. Sarvatra Vibhasha Goho. It is applicable everywhere, in the Chandas also, in Laukika Samskrita also. And it is Vibhasha, it is optional, and it is restricted to only the vokar of the word go, and it should be present at the end of the pada. Sarvatra, it means everywhere. Padantad means that vokara should be at the end of the pada, so that go should be qualified as pada. So in the previous case, here this go plus agra here this go is a pada because it ends with nas pratyaya. This goho agram, goho is a pada, agram is a pada, they end with supratyaya, nas and even after their deletion, pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam. So even though they are deleted in this step, still these words are called as pada only. So go is a pada here, but consider the case of go plus as. Here go is the pratipadikam and as or of gnas is a supratyaya. So in presence of the supratyaya, this go is a pratipadikam, it is not a pada. So here O of go is followed by rasvakara, but by this sutra there will not be Prakruti Bhava because it is not at the end of a pada. Padantad is not satisfied. So there will be go plus us is equal to go ho. By this sutra, gnasi gnasoscha. Whenever yang letters are followed by akara, rasva akara of gnas or gnasi pratyaya, there will be Purva Rupa Sandhi. So go plus as becomes goes. That's Sakarasya Visargaha goho. One more example, goho plus atra. Here goho is a pada, but it is not at the end of the pada. That vokara is not at the end of the pada. At the end of the pada, we have this visarga. Before that visarga, in the upada position, in penultimate position, we have that vokara. Then also this sutra is not applicable. It should be at the end of the pada. Here goho is a pada, but it is that vokara is not at the end of the pada. So there will not be prakriti bhava. Goho plus atra goratra. It is a case of visarga sandhi. Visarga sandhi. We will study that in later classes. Avang spotayanasya. Avang pratama ekavachana. Spotayanasya shashti. सर्वत्र प्रकृत्या गोहो पदांताद अचि सर्वत्र पदांताद गोहो अचि स्फोटायनस्य अवंग. So gohogram, the same example I will take. So according to the opinion of Spotayana Maharshi, there will be avang adesha for the word go, the yang letter of go. So if is go plus agra, if is split g plus o plus a plus gra, by this sutra we have avang in place of o. That nakara is it in this word avang. So only ava we have. It becomes gavagra. Gavagra. There will be savarna dirgha between this akara va and this a. So it becomes gavagra. So goho agram is equal to gavagra. Gavagram. So by the previous sutra, we had these two forms, go agram or go gram. By yenga padanta dati, there will be purva rupa sandhi. Sarvatra vibhasha goho. By that sutra, we had prakriti bhava. By this sutra, avang spotayanasya gavagram. Since the name of the grammarian is mentioned, it means this is optional. It becomes anyway that vibhasha comes as anurti from the previous sutra also. Vibhasha sarvatra vibhasha goho. The mention of the grammarian is to show some credit or respect to Spotayana Maharshi. So these are the three forms whenever the padantad okara of go is followed by rasva akara, then there can be avang adesha for that vokara, or there can be prakriti bhava, or there can be purva rupa sandhi. These are the three possibilities in the Laukika Samskrita as well as in the context of Vedas. Indrecha, the last sutra. Goho padantad avang. All this come as anurti. Padantad goho indre avang. Same example, same word, sorry, it is a different example. Gavam indraha. Again, if we delete the supratyas while doing the samasa, go plus indra. Here, by indrecha, whenever this vokara of go, which is present at the end of a pada, if it is followed by the word indra, not just e, that e should be of that word indra only, then there will be avang adesha for the vokara of the word go. So that vokara will be replaced by avang whenever that is followed by the word indra. So it becomes again nakara is it. So g plus ava gava plus indra gavendra by adgunaha. And this is not optional. This is compulsory, because if it is optional, we can have this Gavendra derived from the previous sutra only. Avang spotayanasya, by avang spotayanasya. No, we can't have. because there is Anurtya Pati for that sutra. Here we have E, which is present instead of A. So whenever there is Indra, after that vokara of the word go, there will be Avangadesha for that wo. So this is a specific case where that wo is followed by the word Indra. So, so this is specific to the word Gavendra. The final form is Gavendra. That is the only form. Okay, this is about the remaining sutras of Prakriti Bhava Prakarana. So by this